Hey, SVGers, welcome back for another edition of the SVG new sponsor spotlight. Brandon Costa, Director of Digital at the Sports Video Group. Happy to be here with our new friends at Digital Harmonic. We're joined by Scott Haiges. He's their CEO. Scott, thanks so much for taking the time. Really appreciate you being here and thrilled to have Digital Harmonic in the family.
Yeah, thank you, Brent. I appreciate it. We're excited to be involved with you guys and have this chat. So thanks for the opportunity.
Of course, certainly not new to the industry, but let's find out a little bit more for the folks at home, maybe what Digital Harmonic specializes in. You guys are one of the leaders when it comes to media encoding, the enhancement of image and image quality, signal processing. What are some of the key things that Digital Harmonic are bringing to the content creation space today?
So we build software solutions
Mhm.
specifically around how do we enhance the customer experience, right? Um, Interesting to note, though. So my partner and founder is Paul Reed Smith of PRS Guitars, which is third largest guitar manufacturer, and it takes a simple Google search to find that everything he does with the instruments that he develops is of the highest quality.
Mhm.
Um, and so you don't get somebody like John Mayer to put his name on the guitars unless you have super high quality, right? We take that mantra around quality and we brought that into the software development space. Interesting enough, although we were born in the rock and roll industry, we grew up in the defense and intelligence community. So
Mhm.
we built solutions to enhance, in this case, end user consumer experience is the mission warfighter experience. So we had to make sure that any video or imagery that was being disseminated, distributed, and utilized had to be of the absolute highest quality. And we had to make sure that we could find ways to distribute that image and video in the most efficient way. Um, so that being the history, we saw this seismic shift taking place in the media, entertainment, and sports industry with a lot of this push to direct to consumer, OTT streaming, away from legacy distribution channels like cable. And when you do that, when the industry goes that way, quality of experience, customer experience becomes paramount. And
Mhm.
so we focused in on that and said, okay, let's use our software, which we call Keyframe, and put it in a position that allows us to take these input source videos and precondition them. We've got a novel, lots of patents around what we do to precondition video for more efficient encoding, and change this whole paradigm of if you decrease cost, you're going to decrease quality, right? So we broke that whole paradigm and said, no, we've got ways that you can encode this video in an efficient way, A, lowering your cost for distribution, and then B, once it gets to the consumer's end, you have dramatically enhanced the quality of that video so that the quality of experience goes up for the consumer. And in that chain, you also hit the QoE, quality of experience, by sending smaller packets. Therefore, buffering goes way down. So there's no glitching, there's no buffering. And in the sports world, when you think about watching, we've all experienced it. We watch something and there's blockiness around a player, or the ball has an end trail, or there's mosquito noise. Getting rid of that, all of those interferences or disturbances is one going to just dramatically increase the quality of experience for the end user, and that's where we're focused.
Sure. And you mentioned Keyframe, obviously the star of the product line. Anything more you could say about some of the solutions that the company provides?
Sure. So we've got a couple other products. One we call Pure Pixel, which is
Sure.
for removing atmospheric interferences for let's call it classification, identification, targeting purposes. So we have a way to remove clouds, fog, rain, things like that, so that you can clearly see what's on the other end. And then we have a signal processing capability we call the precision measuring matrix, which is a fundamental new way around the limitations of existing signal processing capabilities. But those are still kind of government and healthcare applications. We
Mhm.
have to really fit them into the media and entertainment space as of yet.
Gotcha. Well, fitting into the live sports community, you guys have certainly made some headways there. Saw the recent news that you had and the work that you have with Fubo. Speaking to that project, or what other events or projects has Digital Harmonic been involved in that you speak to what this technology is capable of doing on the sports side?
Yeah, Fubo's a great, they've been an unbelievable partner
Mhm.
client. And being the preeminent live sports streaming service, so the sports first, stay for the other content. It was imperative that when we got to scale across their channels, that we really took sports at first and foremost, right, to make sure that we could deblock, deblur, anti-alias, true color matching, so that what we're trying to achieve is that call it in stadium or in arena feel for somebody who's watching on a piece of glass.
Mhm. Now, it's interesting to kind of zoom out on what you guys are specializing on. Totally respect and appreciate just talking about the image quality because you hear a lot in the sports space today about, all right, what can we layer on top of the live broadcast? What alternate feeds can we do? What data and analytics can we layer on top? But when you really boil it down at the end of the day in this kind of fractured and fragmented sports streaming world, people want the image quality to be good, have it come up quickly, and have it hold. If you
Yeah.
can't do that, then I don't care what you layer on top of things. So when you zoom out and look at sports specifically, what's maybe a key trend or two that you're keeping an eye on to kind of see where not only your technologies and your solutions can help, but where this space might be going as it continues to become more fractured and streaming based?
Yeah, yeah. So let me answer the first part of that, which is, yeah, you're absolutely right. The quality, the ability to have no buffering, and why that's so important, not just because you want to see something really great, but sports betting is huge,
Hmm.
right? And there's nothing worse than thinking you want to play a live bet and you're just sitting there buffering and you miss the field goal, right?
Right.
So it's important that that distribution of video hits hard home for those consumers who say, I just want to feel like I'm at the stadium. So to your second point about what are the trends, I mean, I've noticed everyone's noticed that AI is the buzzword of the day, and there's a lot of talk around generative AI, so text to video, and there's how AI can be play a role in this whole ecosystem of sports video distribution. We use AI for training models, right? So we've using or have been using AI as a way to, gather all of these, call it in stadium different camera angles, train models, so that we get true color matching and achieve what we're trying to get to achieve is like camera sameness, regardless of where the camera is. It's the same. So if there's light coming in shadows, we want to make sure that the experience doesn't change between cameras. Um, but we have to be careful that we don't go too far, right?
Okay.
AI has an ability to look AI'd or
Sure.
uncanny. And in sports, I just don't think that is a good thing, right? Again, I'm not saying AI doesn't have a really important role. I think the industry needs to be careful about when things start to look gamified.
Hmm. Yeah, couldn't agree with you more on that. Well, Scott, really appreciate you taking the time. Again, really excited about some of the things that your company is working on and what they could continue to bring to the sports space. We encourage those of you in the audience to learn more about the company by visiting them online at digitalharmonic.com. He's their CEO, Scott Haiges of Digital Harmonic. Scott, thanks so much. Really appreciate your support of SVG, and we really look forward to working with you more in the future.
Yeah, thanks very much. I'd also just say dhkeyframe.com is where we have a lot of our sample videos specifically for sports. So
Awesome. Love it. Check it out. And for more videos, including other introductions to some of the industry's technology leaders like Digital Harmonic, you can head on over to our website at sportsvideo.org.
thanks.